Hi again. What we're going to do now is use the tank sealer. This stuff. POR15 fuel tank sealer. Both the tanks are as clean as I can possibly get them. I've dried them best I can. It's so hard not to get any surface rust or anything again. But there isn't really hardly any. It's pretty good in the tanks, to be honest. It's about as good as I think anyone could get them. So what we're going to do first is I want to do both tanks with the one pot. So I'm going to pour the whole tin in the pooch first, then swish it around as it says, and then I'm going to drain it out of there, because it says drain quite quick, doesn't it?
Yep.
Because I've got my glamorous assistant Laura here. You might see her in shot, you might not, I don't know. It depends how this goes. I'll probably end up tripping over the tripod or something.
Slowly rotate the tank to cover all the surfaces and seams, and then drain for at least 30 minutes. So you're just going to make sure that liquid covers every single surface.
Yeah, which is more difficult in the pooch than it is in the Lambretta tank, because that is just as you see it inside. There's no baffles or anything in there or anything that'll stop the fuel sloshing about. So I think I'll give Laura that to do.
I think an easy job.
I think I'll do the pooch one. We're giving it a good shake. Do you think we should stir it when it's undone?
If you want to.
So yeah, we'll put you back on in a minute when we've stirred the sealer. Yeah, I keep saying paint sealer. Well, for a start, it's the worst paint lid I've ever took off. It's so deep into the tin. I don't know, perhaps it's because it's very pressurized and potent stuff. Who knows? So yeah, I'll hold it. And now if you just pour that in, Laura. You're gonna.
Oh, it's silver.
It's a bit smelly, isn't it? Watch your camera, you're going to be in the way of the camera. There, do it there. So the whole lot goes in. Just get a bit of tissue holder underneath. Now, I can do that without the lid on at a minute. I'm going to just hold my hand over that, I think. Sorry if I'm going in and out of shot, it's just the way it is. You can just wipe that off, Laura. Get another bit off of the... because I need to get that bit of the tank as well, so... it says it takes 96 hours
fully dry.
To fully dry. I'm just going to go right up so try and get the nose, well, I'll call it nose bit done. Now I think I'm going to just get some tape and put around there now. I've got some tape. I said I was going to hold my hand on it, but I'm going to just put some tape. Can you just cut that? Oh no, a bit more. Oh, that'll do for a minute. Because it's that part I want to get done. So the only way I think I'm really going to do that is...
hold your hand over it still if you want it.
Actually it says slowly rotate and I'm chucking it around like... because it said this tin should do 17 litres, a 17 litre fuel tank. Well, this is 3 litres. this is 3 litres and the other one I think is about sort of 7 or 8. So there should easily be enough to do both tanks. But the good thing about the other one is I can see in it better. It's supposed to be the best one they reckon, so I shall know in the future. I must have covered it all now, I would have thought. Would you think I've done that now?
Yes, rotated it quite well.
Just let it sit like that for a second, and like that. And come out now. I'm hoping it's gone into that bit as well, because it will just seal just inside the cap bit. I think I'm going to call that done. Do you reckon?
Yep. Shall I take the lid off the other one?
Yeah. Or do you want to go back in the tin first? Straight into the other tank. So okay, yeah. We'll undo that. I think I only did a finger tight anyway. Yeah, I did. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to have to hold it up, aren't I? Me being me, just go over it again. Probably won't be happy and buy another pot. Nah, this should easily be enough. I'm not buying another pot. That's what I didn't want to do. Said it only had one use. I've been shot of there. Get rid of that tin. We don't need that there. So yeah, now I'm going to take that tap off. I can lean it back a bit so it shouldn't come out, because only about 1/4 litre that tin was. So let me lean it back down. Where my arm ache. We're very good at the moment, is it? Oh, that's better.
You got the weight of it?
Yeah, I just thought. Much come out, did it? Every little bit in there we can get in there, really. At least the thing is, I know there's not going to be no crud because the tanks are really clear. I haven't used what they said, the metal prep or their own degreaser, because it was stupid money. I did use the degreaser. I think I showed you earlier the gunk stuff. Actually, a fair bit is coming out in here. Done with a bigger funnel, haven't we? Straighten up a bit with your tank. Straighten up a bit. Oh. Just hold yours up, Zip. So not to bore you, I'll turn it off for a second and then we'll show.
To pour out there.
What was it? So we'll show you it afterwards. So now we pulled everything out of the pooch. Doesn't look like there's much coming out of that now, if any. So I've got to do the same process with this. I can see it swishing around in this one a lot better. So if you can pass us, get us a bit of that tape. Very hard to make sure you're in the shop. I'm trying my best. I have got a little magnetic light, and that does help. I can look in the tank. If you stick that just over there, though. tell that a minute and just do that a bit.
Can you feel it?
I want to, what, there?
No, I was just thinking you actually feel any liquid in it.
No. There isn't actually much in there. Just needed a different angle so I can take over if you want again.
Along the seam.
But you've got the gist of it now. You've seen us do both tanks, so we'll get that done and I'll cut back in at the end when we're done it, and then we'll see how it went. But I'm sure if the stuff's as good as it says it is, sure I've done it good enough. It did say if you buy the thing, the kit, you have to use their degreaser, their metal prep, and then this stuff, the sealer. But by the sound of it, they just expect you to sort of do that without any acid treatment. They didn't say anything about the acid treatment. Well, I've gone the whole way and put the acid in and really cleaned it up. So I didn't see any need for the metal prep or the degreaser, even though I put a little bit of the gunk in myself. But I'm not so sure I needed that really. But just something I wanted to do, because all the grease would have been out of it after the acid treatment and that. So yeah, I think I've nearly done that now. I'm just going to do it for a couple more minutes, and then we'll drain this one out. But then yeah, that's how I believe you do it. So I'll just bring you back in here and we'll see how this drains out from the Lambretta tank. I don't think there'll be too much left actually. This is just waste now. I'm hoping not too much comes out. Otherwise I feel a bit annoyed how much is being wasted, but it doesn't take much to do it. It's a pity I haven't got a third tank actually, but
it's a lovely colour.
They tried to make it sound like you don't one tin per one job, but no, you can. If you had 3 or 4, well, say 3 tanks like this lined up, you'd be able to do 3.
But you just can't hold on to it.
No, it says don't put the lid back on because it may explode. So they don't want you to keep it, but perhaps it does explode. I don't know. But that's nearly about it now. There isn't too much, so just to keep that in line. There's about that much left. But I think it's about it now. I think that is about what we drained out. It's only going to be, it's like dribble now come out. So yeah, that is the tank sealed now. And you have to wait, I said earlier, but 96 hours for it to dry before you put fuel in. Well, it'll be longer than that.
Just let it drain for 30 minutes and then let it dry for 96.
So once it's drained for 30 minutes, you can make it so it doesn't, I suppose so, yeah. But I suppose it starts to tack off after a little while, doesn't it? And then it says use, if you're going to use fuel afterwards, use like a stabiliser. Or if I leave these sitting around, I'll put something like the Aspen stuff in it, which does last quite a long time. I think 5 years, 3 or 5 years. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'll put it in what it is. I actually bought a can the other day of the 2-stroke Aspen because I wasn't going to seal them at the moment, but yeah, I thought in the end I'll do that, and I'm glad I did actually. Don't have to worry about them anymore. I may do the Yamaha MX 100, but the tank isn't bad on that one, so I might be tempted just to leave that as it is. But yeah, these ones desperately. We've sealed them now, so thanks for watching. I'll be along with another video again soon. So bye from me and bye from...
Bye.
She's learning in the shed. Isn't you, Laura?
I'll get him in the kitchen next.
Never, it'll never happen. Alright, catch you later. Thanks for watching.